Hi, this is Tim of the 1916 Company. Welcome and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase pricing and availability questions concerning this watch. When Breitling relaunched its Navitimers in 2018, it focused on small aesthetic and ergonomic upgrades to the long-running Pilot's chronograph, which traces its roots back to the 1950s. This here was the most luxurious of the variants launched back in 2018, the Navitimer B01 Chronograph 43 in full gold with full bracelet. And it is full of gold, with over half a pound of gold, 227.39 grams to be precise. It is an impressive sight, and it feels just as imposing. The watch is large, though not huge. One of the focal points of the redesign of 2018 was to shorten lugs. So this watch is 43 millimeters in diameter, 14.5 millimeters thick, and then if you measure lug to lug, it's 49 millimeters. If you add the end lengths of the bracelet, it's barely longer at 49.4, and we have a 22 millimeter spacing between the lugs. The watch wears well on my wrist, though it does have quite a bit of weight to it. But then again, for the kind of person who wants a full gold Navitimer on a full bracelet, that's a selling point. Now, it'll fit underneath jacket sleeves, but not the tightest of dress cuffs. So if you have a really tight dress shirt cuff, it might not clear. Your jacket will be fine. I can recommend this watch for a wrist of my size or larger, so 16 centimeters circumference and up, maybe 15 if your wrist is really flat across the top. Down the barrel is always the most instructive angle in that regard, while over the top like this makes the watch look broader than it is. I think 15 centimeters circumference would work. The bracelet is the classic Navitimer design, very similar to the Breitling Pilot bracelet. The links are smaller and there's more of them. This is a 7-link bracelet laterally. We have a little conforming end link that mates it to the case and then tapers down toward the clasp. You can see all the links are polished. It actually does a pretty good job of venting heat, sweat, grit off the wrist on a hot day. So if you live in a very hot place like Miami, where rose gold is always on the menu, you'll actually find that the bracelet's going to save you money on straps in the long run, because the bracelet is expensive, but it's going to actually keep your wrist more comfortable day in and day out. Now, removable links, which you can see here, they're actually fixed by screws, so you will be able to size it that way. Taking a look at the inside of the clasp, we'll do my best to show you this. There's also a set of divots, 4 of them inside the clasp, so you can use your strap tool to dismount the spring bar, change the anchoring point, and fine-tune the fit. We have one burly single swing arm and then clamshell action to lock it all down and keep it secure. Taking a look right here, we have a lovely B01 in-house caliber and the classic Navitimer case band. And you can really see that this watch features a broad range of classic Navitimer cues, including a relatively narrow case band, although the case back is inset. The watch is made to look thinner than it is. You have these minimally beveled lugs. They're squared off on their ends. And then we have pump-style pushers and a Breitling crown with a little B on it. Of course, Breitling wanted you to think more and more of the brand as a land, sea, and air sports company. As of 2018, they were removing the Breitling wings from many of their watches, so you can see Breitling B on the crown matched by a Breitling B on the dial. No wings. Again, they want to be more than aviation. All you could see, however, is that around back, the clasp had not yet received the memo. The watch is all of high polish and in full gold that makes for an impressive appearance. Taking a look, there is a dramatically cambered sapphire here, and we have this bidirectional rotating calculator bezel. Now, this was not the first calculator bezel on a Breitling watch. Depending on when you think the Navitimer came out, 1952 as Breitling claims, or maybe a little bit later as some have said. The first Breitling calculator bezel watch was actually the Chronomat in the 1940s. The Navitimer, however, was a more complete logarithmic scale circular slide rule. And so, for example, you have calibrations here like kilometers or nautical miles, statute miles can be used for calculating things like rate of climb, ground speed, drift, fuel consumption, and it's actually fairly easy to use. Just a quick demonstration of how this works. Let's say I want to multiply 9 by 3. Well, I find the inner scale, which is that little 10 right there. I'm going to put 9 over the 10. Remember, you got to keep your decimals straight, so we're going to multiply 9 by 3. Now we find the inner scale. We find 3. And 9 times 3 is 27. So there's 25, 26, 27. Right above the 3, you have 27. That's how that works. I realize that it's not lined up my 9 perfectly. If you line up your 9 perfectly, it will read perfectly. Also important to note, it works basically like a fraction if you want to conduct division. So let us divide 50 by 2, for example. Or we'll do 50 by 25. That's easy to do. You put 50 over 25, just like that, just like a fraction. Keep your decimals in mind because it's not going to do that for you. So 50 divided by 25, now you go to that inner scale right there, you look over it, 50 divided by 25 is 2. Very simple. Okay, rose gold, hands and indices. You can see the watch does feature a tone-on-tone register. There is lume, we're going to see that now. I should mention that if you are familiar with engineering slide rules, you realize there are quite a few scales missing here. This is a logarithmic scale slide rule designed primarily for multiplication and division, so just keep that in mind. The watch, of course, 30 meters water resistant, which is dress watch standard, so splash is okay, inadvertent rain exposure is okay, you don't want to swim with it. We have a hacking or stop seconds function. We also have a quick set, so you can rapidly cycle the date. The chronograph uses a vertical clutch. This is Breitling caliber B01, so when you start the chronograph, there's no jump or stagger. A vertical clutch is seamless, it has no play. Also, because of the vertical clutch, which has no additional wear and tear when engaged, you can leave the chronograph running if you just like the look of running center seconds. Also important, the column wheel action. That is a crisp function cycler, and you can see it on the case back. I've long opined that along with the Rolex 4130, the El Primero 400, and the Longa L951, the Breitling B01 has one of the best feeling column wheel actions in the business. And I still feel that. You can see on the back the rotor's been dressed up with a little bit of precious metal. B01 was never intended for display caseback when it debuted on the Chronomats in 2009, but it's turned out to be a pretty good display caseback movement. It's fairly handsome, fairly large to fit a modern-sized watch, and the specs are competitive. Automatic winding with a 70-hour power reserve, 47 joules, a 4 hertz beat rate, 5-position adjusted. It is a COSC certified Swiss chronometer. It has hacking, it has quickset. It's attractive and worthy of a display caseback, and this Breitling was part of the comeback class of Navitimers launched by then still fairly new Breitling CEO Georges Kern. And this watch right here, with an original retail of about $60,000, represented the apex of the Navitimer catalog. Again, 227.39 grams of gold. Reach out to Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase and pricing details.